scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, brothers and sisters. You are listening the truth of science and spirituality. It is really nice time, nice place, nice action, listening with 100% present sense of mind. I appreciate, admire, praise your presence at this moment. You are listening really with 100% present sense of mind, which is a great blessing and grace of our Lord. The Most Honorable present Prime Minister Saint Dr. Narendra Modi ji, presence of doctors and ministers, respected reverend fathers and mothers, affectionate sons and daughters. I hope that you are listening for the betterment and upliftment of our nation. It is the responsibility of every citizen of our nation to understand the nation with a keen of heart for bringing remarkable changes in our society and nation. Through the innovative and inventive skills, we can bring a revolutionary and visionary change. Being a collegiate and learner, scholar, we must think like a starter, beginner and initiator. Then all the worries, depressions, frustrations naturally will go away from the minds of our people. Dear friends, it is really wonderful moment to understand the concept of success. If we will understand it, then 100% it is sure that we will be the true fighter, true researcher, true scientist. Dear friends, success is not an accident. It is the result of our attitude. And our attitude is a choice. Hence, success is a matter of choice and not chance. God has selected us. Generally, we are human beings, but especially we are counted because of our actions. We have come on this earth by the selection of the Lord, who had selected us to do something special and different task. Most crackpots keep waiting for a jackpot, but can that bring success? A priest was driving by and saw an exceptionally beautiful farm. He stopped his car to appreciate the bountiful crop. The farmer was riding on his tractor and saw the priest at the corner. He drove towards the priest, and when he got there, the priest said, "God has blessed you with a beautiful farm. You should be grateful for it." The farmer replied, "Yes, God has blessed me with a beautiful farm, and I am grateful for it. But you should have seen this farm when God had the whole farm to himself." What an amazing idea you are getting from the farmer. How come one person moves forward with one success after another, and yet some are still getting ready? Dear friends, regularity, continuity is the name of success. Don't stop at any one place. Unrelentingly, unceasingly, unstoppingly, if you will go on your path, then supporters, cooperators, helpers naturally will provide you their assistance. That will be really remarkable change in your life. How come one person moves forward with one success after another, and yet some are still getting ready? Some come. One man goes through life crossing one hurdle after another, accomplishing his goals, while another struggles and gets nowhere. If the answer to these two questions can become part of the curriculum, it could revolutionize the educational system. The uncommon man seeks opportunity. Extraordinary man always feels, thinks, opportunity, chance. He waits the chance. Whereas the common man seeks security. It's the basic difference between a common and uncommon man. Common man is underestimated always. Never have confidence. But uncommon and extraordinary person has confidence, soul power. He doesn't care of anything while doing good deeds in his life. Like a brave man, courageous. He fights against the evils of our society. He fights against the disease with the great strength of celibacy. We need to keep our minds on what we want, not on what we don't want. We are not to concentrate upon what we don't want, because it's the negative issue of mind. It's a negative energy, and we are to wash this energy by doing pranayama for some time. After some time you will feel relaxed. Positive ideas naturally will come in your mind in place of negative energy. Then automatically you will feel rejuvenated, recovered and re-healed by yourself. It's the most scientific thing that you have to adopt in your life, brothers and sisters, scholars and learners. Really, you are getting so many advantages, but you are to just concentrate upon the advantage, merits, not on demerits and disadvantages. It will really help you to come remarkable and matchless change in your life. Don't feel depressed. There should not be any frustration in your life. You should have hope against hope. You are to be optimistic, because God has created wonderful vast ocean. God has created vast sky. God has created a huge land for the man. So our body is made by 5 elements, and these 5 elements are uncounted, numberless, unread, unspoken, unlearned. Don't mind for anything. God will be your true helper. If you will associate yourself with the nature, if you will make the nature true friend with you, then really this nature will familiarize with you. A lot of research has gone into the subject of success and failure. All that we need to do is learn our lessons from history. Dear friends, we have known that our history is the greatest glimpse, great step for getting success in the future. When we study the life histories of successful people, we find that they have certain qualities common, no matter which period of history they lived in. If you have any weakness, drawback, shortcoming, fault, don't mind. In the history, in the story, when you will look at things, you will find that numberless persons has got winning. Like Abraham Lincoln, first president of America. Then you will find Muhammad Ghori. Then you will read Albert Einstein, Mahatma, Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Swami, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Swami Vivekananda, Dayanand Saraswati. A lot of social reformist personalities came on this land, and they think that their inferiority is their strongest achievement in their life. One idea, one nation can bring revolutionary and visionary change. throughout the world. So, dear friends, success leaves clues, and if we identify and adopt the qualities of successful people, we shall be successful. If we want to be successful, if we want to get or do something different, then we must go through the history of one person daily. Daily we are to read the one autobiography of a successful person. How have they fought in their life? How have they struggled hard in their life? Similarly, there are characteristics common in all failures. If we avoid those characteristics, then we shall not be failures. Success is no mystery, but simply the result of consistently applying some basic principles. Consistently, regularly, continuously, unrelentingly, unceasingly, unstoppingly. The reverse is just as true. Failure is simply a result of making a few mistakes repeatedly. While committing mistake, we are sorry. This word is the fair justice with our soul, and it builds character, it provides confidence. All of this might sound too simplistic, but the fact is that most truths are very simple. I'm not saying they are easy, but they certainly are simple. To laugh often and love much. To win the respect of intelligent persons and the affection of children. To earn the approval of honest critics and endure the beauty of false friends. To appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to give of one's self without the slightest thought of return, to have accomplished a task, whether by a healthy child, a rescued soul, a garden patch, or a redeemed social confidence, to have played and laughed with enthusiasm and sung with exultation, to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. So, dear friends, we are to follow the path of our own for getting success. How do we define success? What makes a person successful? How do we recognize success? To some people, success might mean wealth. To others, it is recognition, good health, good family, happiness, satisfaction, and peace of mind. What this really tells us is that success is subjective. It can mean different things to different people. The definition that I feel summarizes success well is success, a progressive realization of a worthy goal. Day by day, step by step, you observe yourself, you examine, evaluate yourself, on what extent you are justifying with yourself, with your actions, automatically you will get success. Relentingly, unrelentingly. Let's look at these definitions carefully. Progressive means that success is a journey, not a destination. We never arrive. After we reach one goal, we go on to the next, and the next, and the next. Realization means it is an experience. Outside forces cannot make me feel successful. I have to feel it within myself, because success is the matter of internal, not external. Worthy refers to our value system. Our nation has spiritual, national, social, economical, political, personal, professional values in all the fields, we have its different characteristic in the form of unity and diversity, which say which way are we heading, positive or negative. Worthiness determines the quality of the journey. That is what gives meaning and fulfillment. Success without fulfillment is empty. It needs fulfillment. Why? Goals are important because they give us a sense of direction. If we have planned, if we have decided our goal, motto, motive, objective in our life, then definitely it helps us a lot in providing the direction to our life. Success does not be accepted by everyone. There are some groups I would not want to be accepted by. Out of choice, I would rather be criticized by fools than appreciated by unsavory characters. Getting? I define success as a manifestation of good luck that results from inspiration, aspiration, desperation and prosperation, generally in that sequence. Success and happiness go hand in hand. It means not that when we will get success and then we'll get happiness. No. Success and happiness go hand in hand. Step by step, one by one. If we are getting success, we become happy. Success is getting what you want and happiness is wanting what you get. Existence alone is not success. It is a lot more. Do more than exist. Do more than exist, live. Do more than touch, feel. Do more than look, observe. Do more than read, absorb. Do more than hear, listen. Do more than listen, understand. Some obstacles to success, real or imagined. What are the hindrances, obstacles, problems we feel while getting success? One is ego, which is invisible disease, unseen disease, but it has covered our soul. It never let loose our soul to get self-confidence and soul power. Fear of failure or success, lack of self-esteem. It's the biggest fear. So for that we are to be fearless and friendly in all the circumstances. There neither is friend nor is enemy with us. We are to believe in this principle or doctrine to get success. Lack of formalized goals. Life changes. Change is the name of life. Nothing is stable in the life. If there is permanency, instability, unchangeability, that is only in the Lord, in the God. Procrastination means pretension. We pretend and we try to hand over our responsibilities by providing to others. Family responsibility, which is our greatest responsibility for getting success. Financial security issues. We are to be strong financially and economically. Lack of ox being muddled. Giving up vision for promise. Doing too much alone. Doing too much alone. It can become your inferiority in spite of your spirituality. Over commitment. means overconfidence. If you are overconfident, it is also a great of our character. Lack of commitment. If we have lack of commitment, we cannot surrender, we cannot devote and dedicate ourselves towards others. Lack of training. In this condition, if we have lack of training, then really a great obstacle in our life. So for that we have need training, special training for the special purpose. Lack of persistence, the state of persist. Lack of priorities, the winning edge. In order to get the winning edge, we need to strive for excellence, not perfection. Striving for perfection is neurotic. Nobody can claim for the perfection, exaction in his or her life, because life is the name of near to success. If we have 100% at the climax and culmination of our opportunities, then it means that our decline has started. Without guidance, without supervision, without direction of the Lord, we cannot excel, we cannot surpass in our practical life, because there is nothing that can't be done better or improved. All that we need is a little edge. The winning horse in the races win 5-1 or 10-1. Do you think he is 5 or 10 times faster than the other horses? Of course not. He may only be faster by fraction, by a nose, but the rewards are 5 or 10 times greater. Is it fair? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Those are the rules of the game. That is the way the game is played. The same is true in our lives. Successful people are not 10 times smarter than the people who fail. They may be better by the nose, but the rewards are 10 times bigger. We don't need to improve 1000% in any one area. All we need is to improve 1% in 1000 different areas, which is a lot easier. That is a winning edge. So this is the great philosophy and ideology which is being explained with the similar ideas of Swami Vivekananda, who was the strongest believer of one idea, one thought, one man, one nation. Our present Prime Minister, Dr. Narendra Modi ji, also emphasized on this thing. One idea, one man, one nation can bring revolutionary and visionary change. Struggle, trials in life can be tragedies or triumphs, depending on how we handle them. Triumphs don't come without effort. A biology teacher was teaching his students how a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. He told the students that in the next couple of hours, the butterfly would struggle to come out of the cocoon. Help the butterfly, then he left. The students were waiting, and it happened. The butterfly struggled to get out of the cocoon, and one of the students took pity on it and decided to help the butterfly out of the cocoon against the advice of his teacher. He broke the cocoon to help the butterfly, so it didn't have to struggle anymore. But shortly afterwards, the butterfly died. When the teacher returned, he was told what happened. He explained to this student that by helping the butterfly, he had actually killed it, because it is a law of nature that the struggle to come out of the cocoon actually helps develop and strengthen its wings. The boy had deprived the butterfly of its struggle, and the butterfly died. So, dear friends, brothers and sisters, what's the moral of this story? What a lesson, what a consequence we are getting from this story. Really remarkable, knowledgeable, informative, instructive, and directive for the directions of our life. Apply the same principle to our lives. Nothing worthwhile in life comes without a struggle. As parents, we tend to hurt the ones we love most because we don't allow them to struggle to gain strength. Overcoming obstacles. How to get winning. How goodnesses can come over evils. People who have overcome obstacles are more secure than those who have never faced them. We all have problems and we feel discouraged. Sometimes most people get disappointed, but winners don't get disheartened. Winners may disappointed but not disheartened. The answer is perseverance. Perseverance. An English proverb says, a smooth sea never made a skillful mariner. For being an expert mariner, for being an expert driver, for being a successful person, struggle must, problems must, obstacles must come in the way. For the training, this teaches us how to tackle them, how to handle them in the critical conditions. So that's why Bepra Shenshao ke Shensha, Shyamastanaji Maharaj also invited such persons, those who were the true criticizers of that personality. Saint Kabir, he also invited them, welcomed them. Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, starter of Sikhism, also welcomed the persons, those who disrespected them. So really wonderful lesson we are learning today. Brothers and sisters, only losers quit and give up. Permanent solution to a temporary problem. How do we measure success? True success is measured by feeling of knowing how you have done a job well and have achieved your objective. Success is not measured by our position in life, but by the obstacles we overcame to get there. Success is not determined by how we are doing compared with others, but our every action, our every thought, idea is incomparable and matchless. For the winning strategy, we are to keep this thing in our mind, but by how we are doing compared with what we are capable of doing. Successful people compete against themselves. They better their own record and keep improving constantly. Success is not measured by how high we go up in life, but by how many times we bounce back when we fall down. It is the name of success. How much height we are getting in life, it's not the name of success, but how many times we have fallen down and we got stand. It is the name of success. Bounce back. In this bounce back ability that determines success. Every success story is also a story of great failure. You can read it in the history. Failure is the highway to success. Tom Watson Senior said, if you want to succeed, double your failure rate. Same principle is adopted by our present Prime Minister Modi ji. He says that if you want to do any question in the examination, you have to do that question which is the most difficult for you. Because at that time you have time, extra time in your mind to think on that. When you will handle that, when you will complete that answer, after that you will get a lot of pleasure. And this will be the pleasure. By this outcome of pleasure, you will complete very easily the answers that are very easy for you. So dear friends, don't keep it in your mind shortcut. Go on the right way, right path. If you want to succeed, double your failure rate. If you study history, you will find that all stories of success are also stories of great failures. But people don't see the failures. They only see one side of the picture and they say that person got lucky. He must have been at the right place at the right time. Right place, right time, right action is greatly required for getting success. There must be the combination of time, place and action. Let me share someone's life history with you. This was a man who failed in business at the age of 21, was defeated in a legislative race at age 22, failed again in business at age 24, overcame the death of his sweetheart at age 26, had a nervous breakdown at age 27, lost a congressional race at age 34, lost a senatorial race at age 45, failed in an effort to become vice president at age 47, lost a senatorial race at age 49, and was elected president of the United States of age 52. Dear friends, this man was Abraham Lincoln. Would you call him a failure? He could have quit, but to Lincoln, defeat was a detour and not a dead end. In 1913, Lee De Forest, inventor of the triode tube, was charged by the district attorney for using fraudulent means to mislead the public into buying stocks of his company by claiming that he could transmit the human voice across the Atlantic. He was publicly humiliated. Can you imagine where we would be without his invention? Questioned the wisdom of the Wright brothers who were trying to invent a machine heavier than air, what would fly. 1 week later, at Kitty Hawk, the Wright brothers took their famous fight. Colonel Sanders, at age 65, with a beat-up car and a $100 check from Social Security, realized he had to do something. He remembered his mother's recipe and went out selling. How many doors did he have to knock on before he got his first order? It is estimated that he had knocked on more than 1,000 doors before he got his first order. How many of us quit? How many of us quit after 3 tries, 10 tries, 100 tries, and then we say we tried as hard as we could? So dear friends and sisters, brothers, you are listening the truth of success today. Thanks all of you.